I want to welcome you to Dream Chasers Radio with me, your host, Yaya Diamond. What's up, peoples? How you doing? We have a great show for you today. I'm so excited. I was just looking forward to this so much that I was 3 hours early. But that's okay, because we have Mr. Toney Lee on the show today. I'm so excited. Welcome to the show.
Well, thank you. Welcome. I'm glad to be here with you. Yes,
I'm
indeed.
so happy. So happy. So happy to have you. And you are like, you have been in the music industry for such a long time. And yes. I'm just so thankful for you. You know what it is? Yes. You have put your life out there for people to see. And I don't know if people realize how much of you gave.
Oh, yes.
From day one till now. So, fill us in on how you got started in the music industry.
Oh, this wonderful, wacky world of music. Well, I started singing at age 13. Wow. My first song I sang was Please Return Your Love to Me by The Temptations. And my friends were saying, man, I didn't know you could sing. And I said, I didn't know it either. But I loved it. And from then on, singing was something that I gravitated to. My mother came in the room one day and I was singing a classic song called Wildflower. And she says, who's singing that song? Because she just heard it. I said, me. She said, you can sing. That's it. That's it. That confirmed it. And I have a musical family. My mother, my sister, my brother, he's a recording artist, Arnie Love. They all sang. And we come from the church, Mount Lebanon Baptist Church, Brooklyn, New York. Okay. And that's my home church. So it started with me with gospel, and gospel is always a part of who I am. So it's been a wonderful journey.
Wow.
It's been a wonderful journey.
The music industry has changed so much from back in the day where, I mean, you had to really put out great content and gig like your life depended on it because you never knew who was going to be in the audience. Now, nobody's in the audience. It's just your fans. And I appreciate my fans, but it's like there's no such thing as a great record deal anymore. So tell me, how did you kind of switch and pivot over from the old way to the new way? I had to do that.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, I'm still pivoting. It's when you've been in the game as long as I have, you learn how to pivot. I love basketball. Let me give you a basketball analogy. And you front, you fake, right? You move left, move right, and you keep your eye on the goal. So that's really been a big part of my progress. I surround myself with great people that have helped me to understand the technology of today and still stay with the momentum of what I love. And music is in my DNA. So it's been an incredible journey to learn more things about, streaming and how residuals come from that and how you can reach millions of people, through this medium that we are right now. So I've always been a research cat. I've always wanted to learn. And so I am learning. And again, having people like Victor Simonelli, and Reverend Tyra, Lanett, Frazier, and just so many other people, Status 4, and Kenny, my good friend KG. So many people have just been there to uplift me and keep me moving. And I'm just always thankful to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for being there and giving me the momentum to continue to go and have something to say. I think that has been there's an impetus in me as a writer and a producer, is that I have something to say. I'm in my 6th decade, but I still have something to say. So therein lies the energy for me.
Where are you in the 6th decade?
Oh, back there.
Like you in the 6th decade.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And I tell you something. It's in there somewhere. But you know what? It says, I used to tell my grandson, if you look good, you feel good, right? And that's been a motto of mine, right? And he's adopted it as well. And my fans, my fans have just kept me alert and kept me on the edge of just keep creating because you have something to say. Especially the European fans, they have been, with me since day one. And I have a good friend. He has a radio station called Soul Vibes Radio in London. and he just plays all my stuff, and people call me from all over the world. So it's been a world journey. It's definitely been a worldwide journey. That's for sure. You know,
do you find? I'm sorry. Do you find
no.
There's a difference between the United States and, like, say, countries like the United States with music, and then there is Europe?
Yes. I
don't think you understand that.
I'm trying to help you here. What I find is that in the States, it's always seemed like what's the next big thing, right? And in Europe, they seem to appreciate what has come before. Now, American audiences are getting better at that now. You know, you see a resurgence of a lot of the acts, the what I call a million selling acts that have been around, you know, and people pay homage to them, right? But that's just been, to me, in the past 10, 15 years. You know, but Europe has always just stayed steadfast, and we love your talent, we love your gift. You know what I mean? Like I'm not competing with anybody in Europe. I'm me. I'm just being who I am, you know, the talent that God has given me. And so here it's almost like you in a steady competition with who's next, what's next. You know what I mean? What's the next thing, And here's the thing, they talk about old school. If you ain't got old school, baby, you ain't got no school, because you have no foundation.
Nothing. Come on, we can talk about it. We can talk about it.
Come on now.
Okay. We can go back.
I'm keeping it 100. I'm keeping it 100.
I'm not even gonna say nothing. But when I was young, Billie Holiday was like my favorite singer. Oh, loved it. Sure. Oh my gosh. For sure. What a voice. What a talent. And then there was Patti LaBelle.
The angel. The gifted one. Oh yes.
Loved it. Loved her. Stevie Wonder. Luther Vandross.
Stop. Come on now. Come on. Real, incredible.
And then you have the man of all men, the bass.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
He brought in the love. You know. It's just so many different things. You know, Isaac Hayes.
Oh, sure.
Oh, come on.
Sure.
I mean, you know.
Stated, I got a chance to meet Isaac in the late. Yes, I did. In the late 90s, we had a function together for Ascap, because I'm a member of Ascap, and he was there, and I got a chance to talk with him, and just it was incredible. You know, he in a tribe in Africa. I'm not sure where. He was a king. He was a king in this tribe. Oh yes, he was. Oh, wow. And we talked about that. Yeah, so it was an amazing conversation. You know, with one of the most gifted performers I've ever seen. Writers, producers, the whole thing, the whole package, as they say.
Wow, I love it. Yeah. Grace Jones, we keep talking with you.
Come on, man.
Being that my mom was in the music industry, she played a versatility of music in the house. She was it went from Count Basie, it went to rock and roll like Aerosmith, and then we went to like Sylvester, you know.
All right. Dance floor.
And then we went to R&B. I mean, you know, Elvis didn't really make it into our household though.
He didn't make it.
No, he didn't make it.
Listen, poor Elvis. You know what I'm saying? He didn't make it.
But the original artist that Elvis copied did.
Oh yes. Which
was the black artist, because he loved black artists. So right. I absolutely loved that fact. So he didn't make it into that, but later on he made it into my repertoire, because when I found out that he really did support a black artist, and he really did go, and he went, I mean, you know, so you have all those older artists that were out there that came and gone and left that foundation for us. And I want to thank you while you're alive.
Yes, thank you. Appreciate you.
Some people are like, oh man, we should have said something while you have the opportunity to do that now.
That's right.
Your song is turning 40 this year. Reach out. Ain't that something?
I mean, you know, it's amazing. I remember, you know, vividly coming out of the studio in Queens. My producer Eric Matthew, and I'm on the train, on the A train. I lived in Park Slope at that time. I'm on the A train, and I'm coming.
Are you distracted? There you go.
No. But I knew and being there.
When the light went out. Go ahead, go back.
Yeah, no, okay, so I'm going to go back. So I remember being on the train, and I had the groove of Reach Up, but we had no lyrics. And as I'm on the train is chugging along, the lyric comes, hey, what's wrong with you? You looking kind of down to me. Hurting inside because things ain't getting over. You walk around like life has got you down. No, you got to turn around. Don't you know that everyone's a star and it's not very far if you just reach up. And I'm sitting there saying, that's it. And people look at me like, that's what? People look at me like, that's what? That's it. So that's a wrap. So I got home and wrote the rest of the lyrics. Came back to my producer. He said, that's it. And we went in and did it. So it, you know, I could have never imagined that 40 years later, this song, along with You Ain't Really Down by Status 4, are considered classic records around the world. I am very humbled by that.
It's
amazing, and I'm very thankful.
It's amazing. It is amazing.
It's amazing.
It's definitely amazing. We're going to go ahead and play that amazing tune right now.
Oh, go and play it.
Oh, we're going to go ahead and play it.
Okay. You know when you're playing it, right? I think all the clubs in New York. I think of Copacabana. I think of the Fun House. Oh Lord, I think of Club Ecstasy. I think of Club Zanzibar in Jersey. Sensations. I can go on and on and on. Club 88. Come on now.
Magic.
Yes. Oh yes.
Remember that? Oh, yes. I'm going back now.
Come on now. They were rocking it. Remember listening to the radio, you know, BLS, Hot 97, all those great stations during that time. And everybody's playing it. It's an amazing time. Amazing time. I'll never forget it.
Here it is. Reach Up.
Here we go.
Hey, what's wrong with you? You're looking kind of down to me, hurting inside, 'cause things ain't getting over. You walk around like life has got you down. You got to turn around. Don't you know that everyone's a star? It's not very far to reach up. Listen to what I say. Reach up. Do it every day. Reach up. Sweet love is shining bright. Reach up. It's gonna be alright. Reach up. Reach up. Reach up. Reach up. To the sky, gotta find a reason, got to find a reason. Out with your love, give it all you got, give it all you got. So keep up the fight.
Amazing song. I love this song.
Thank you. You know what's going on? I'm very partial. I'm very partial. Very.
So you guys can go ahead and get that. Just type in Reach Up by Toney Lee and you will find it. Oh my gosh. Amazing. So since then, everything has been happening for you. Tell me about this. Tell me about what's been going on with you.
Well, you know, the music has always been, as I said before, it's in my DNA. It's what I love. It's part of who I am. So as a writer, producer, I work with many different artists along the way. Status 4 is they're my brothers actually, and love them dearly and been working with them. Have my own label for about 10 years now. And we did a couple of songs. You know, gospel has always been my background. And so working out of gospel, working from an inspirational standpoint, I put out about 3 singles within the past 7 years. And the first one was called Get Up With Faith Every Day on my own label, Total Success Records International. And then the other one was called On Point. Mm-hmm. We did something. I just did status for myself. Victor Simonelli, my friend and brother, produced a single called Don't Stop, Keep Rising. That was 2 years ago. And then this, where we are now, which is I Have the Right to Live. Would you like to hear the story of how this came about?
Oh, please.
You know what? I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to let you know.
Tell me.
Last year, right here in my humble abode where I'm at right now, Victor Simonelli and his son came over. His son is also a producer as well. We had done the Don't Stop, Keep Rising track. And, you know, I've always been an advocate for social justice. You know, I've worked with Reverend Al Sharpton and been a part of the Sharpton Choir, actually. And so, you know, looking at life and trying to make it better for my people and all people is a part of who I am. So when the George Floyd situation came up and Breonna and Aubrey and Ahmaud Aubrey, and I said, you know, something's wrong here. And as a writer, it just started to come out. It poured out. I wrote 7 different pieces about the racism and bias and being a Black man in this country, being a Black woman, being a Black person, a person of color in this country, and the things that bothered me. So it was very significant for me just to, as a writer, let it pour. So it came out. So I called Victor and I told him, I said, man, you know, I've written some stuff here and I want you to check it out. So that was July of 2020. He came over in December. Yeah, he'd been traveling, a lot of things. And he recorded all 7 pieces. Now I'm in the studio working on some new material, other stuff I had written, working with my background singers, the wonderful Angela, Monique, and Diane Malloy, and working with them, Big Bob Hunter on keyboards. And we're in the studio working on some ideas. And so I told Victor we were in the studio, and June of last year, he came to the studio. He said, hey, man, I got something I want you to hear. I said, what, man? He said, I just want you to hear it. He puts on this track. He took the poetry, the first poem, I Have the Right to Live, BLM, and he put music to it. And we were blown away.
Really?
We sat there like, what? And then the engineer said, are you telling me that you weren't there when he did this? I said, I never heard this before until this moment.
Oh my gosh.
We all stood in shock. And it was like, okay, everything I was doing now, left turn, now we got to go this way. And so we started working on it and putting it together, and me and him producing it at JC Studios in Jersey City, actually, with my good friend Sam the Man. Shout out to Big Sam. And we came up with this, I Have the Right to Live. And it has been received, been out 5 weeks, and it's been received in such a multitude of ways. It's been amazing. I sit here and I'm thankful that this message is getting to people and is letting people know that you have a right to live, whoever you are. And when I pertain it to Black Lives Matter, is as Black and brown people, you know, we are no different than you in terms of living a life that's fulfilling, getting an opportunity to do that, you know, and especially young people, you know. So I really kind of went into my truth of what I felt. My spirituality was even that much more open. And this is what came out. And it's amazing.
We're going to go ahead and play that right now.
That would be nice. I'm an American, a Black American, and I have the right to live.
I'm an American, a Black American, and I have the right to live. When you see me, what do you see first? A subject, a threat, a suspect? Because I'm Black? Does my humanness ever come into your view? For you. Stop being colorblind. See me for who I am. You see, I'm an American, a Black American, and I have the right to live. How are we different than you? How are we so different than you? I got a mother, a father, a grandmother, a sister, a brother. They want to see me come home safe and sound. They want to see me come home safe and sound, just like yours do. Justice long delayed is justice too long denied. As a man soweth, so shall he reap. You see, I stand for racial equality, economical equality. America, what about you? What do you stand for? What do you stand for? See, I'm an American, a Black American, and I have the right to live. Hear my voice, feel my heartbeat. It beats just like yours. You don't act until you see it live with your own eyes. Black lives are being destroyed, America. Black lives are being destroyed. Destruction is the cost. It's a Black and brown holocaust going on for much too long. We don't feel equal, so we don't feel free. You see, my 10-year-old mentoring student says, I'm confused by the policing I see. See, he's an American, a Black American. And yes, he has the right to live. I'm not a second-class anything, y'all. I'm a first-class act all the way. It's murder, y'all, over and over and over again. It's racism. It's racist. It's America's racism trying to be swept under the rug of reality. You better recognize the long-term wounds of racism. White privilege, greed, power, control, economic disparity. It hurts me to my bone. It hurts me to my soul. Because you see, I'm an American, a Black American, and I have the right to live. COVID-19, millions unemployed. George, Brianna, Ahmad, and many more have equalized us all. You see, time for a perfect union is now. Change is now. Make it so, America. Or the beautiful, America the beautiful, won't look so good anymore for all of us. You see, I'm an American, a Black American, and I have the right to live. Wake up. Wake the hell up, or you'll be a conspirator in your own demise, America. Live up to your promise, America. Live up to your promise. Because I'm an American, a Black American, and I have the right to live. I got 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 the right to live. Feel my heartbeat, y'all. I got the right to live.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's big.
Yeah.
That's big. That's heavy. I mean, wow.
Yeah.
That's heavy. That's like putting it out there. Like, look, here it is. This is the truth.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, and this is my truth, and I stand behind it. And again, one of the lines is, "Don't be a conspirator in your own demise." You know, let's not tear the world apart. Let's pull it together, and let's stand up for truth, right? Yeah. If you can't stand behind your truth, then you can't really do anything too well. And I believe that. So, you know, the words are poignant. The words are true. They're strong. My brother says to me, he says, man, are you ready for this? I said, I was born ready for this. born ready for this because I need to say this. And the interesting factor, there are 6 more pieces to this project. It is the Toney Lee Poetic Chronicles Part 1. That this is Part 1. Wow. There is more. But I hope and I pray and I want people to realize that we have racial divide in this country.
Yes.
And let's admit it and let's be honest with it and let's work together to fix it. I have a friend of mine, she happens to be Caucasian. And I've told her about the project and she said, I gotta hear it. And she heard and she came to me about a week ago. She said, Tony, she said, that's incredible. She said, but I'm sorry you had to write it.
Yeah.
I thought that was profound, you know, from someone who is a different color than I am. But I understood what she meant for truth. And she said, but, you know, let people know, you know what I mean? So
definitely. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Well, we're going to go ahead and close out because we only have the 30-minute show here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to Comcast on Channel 25 in DeKalb, Georgia. What's up, peoples? How you doing? What's up? Let me tell you something. I am so excited. YouTube, all my Amazon Fire people and subscribers on Roku and all of you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to go and follow this young man right here. This young man, that's right. This young man on Instagram, Tony_L.
Yes.
Tony_L, as well as on Facebook, Toney Lee, Toney.
That's
Toney
right.
Lee will have all that information as well as his website, kingsofspins.com.
Yes.
And definitely we're going to have all of that information in the description box below. But if you're watching on any of those channels, please don't forget to do that. We're going to have this on our Instagram page. So if you want to follow this you want to see it again, or you want to share it, please do. You can always go to our Instagram page. That's the Yaya Diamond on Instagram. I share it. We'll have it up on our Dream Chasers Radio on YouTube and everything. If you had a minute to tell someone, you know, this is what you got to do to, you know, move forward, to do something, what would that biggest suggestion, that biggest piece of advice be for them?
Be yourself. Be the original person that you were born to be. Let people see that person. Magnify that person in all you do. Be a giver, not always a receiver. You know, and look to change things because your focus that you want things to be better.
Right.
So be your authentic self and shine because you're supposed to.
Well, I want to thank you so much, Mr. Toney Lee, for being on the show. It's been such a pleasure and congratulations and happy anniversary.
Thank you. and listen, please tell your mama I said hello and continue to keep doing what she's doing. And she's raised a beautiful daughter and who is taking the music industry to another level. And I appreciate you so much, Yaya Diamond. Thank you. Thank you so much. And we'll keep you posted on what's happening in the Toney Lee production camp. Because there's always something going on.
All right. Don't forget I can sing though. Okay, I'm just saying.
See. And listen, also you can get this on track sources on all streaming sites.
That's right. We're going to have that in the description box as well.
All that stuff, you know, all that stuff. Spotify, all of that. Okay.
Definitely.
We really are. And listen, in the future, because I write stories for film. So don't be surprised that there'll be a film coming out sooner or later. All right, starring yours truly.
Yes. I can't wait. Oh man, I can't wait. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to dare to be different. And don't forget to follow us on all of our social media platforms. And until next time, guys, I want to thank my Patreon executive producers right now. Toney Lee, don't you go anywhere.
I'll stay.
I did to be different. I did.
to begin.